Welcome to today's Emunah Minute. In Shemona Esrei, we are privileged to have a dialogue with the divine, a conversation with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And in that conversation, we have the opportunity to ask Hashem for all the various things we need in life. And the first thing we ask Hashem for in Shemona Esrei is wisdom. Ata chonin la'adam das u'mela'amed la'enosh bina. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you are the one who gives wisdom and understanding to man. Give me some of it. Please give me some of it. So we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for wisdom. When you look at this bracha, therefore it appears that wisdom, knowledge, understanding, chachma, bina, das, all comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yet interestingly, we know that an older person is called a zaken. So we translate zaken as an old person, but in fact Chazal tell us zaken is an acronym for zeh shekana chachma, one who has acquired wisdom. Now it's fascinating to note is every elderly person is called a zaken, meaning what if a person is unlearned? Or what if a person, for that matter, again, is just simply not conversant in the ways of Yiddishkeit? They never learn, they never know, but yet they're still called the zaken. Why? Because we assume that wisdom comes from life experience. Just by living life, just by going through day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, you acquire wisdom. So a person, just by virtue of their age, just by virtue of having gone through life, gone through all different kinds of life experiences, that's a zaken, zeh shekana chachma. So you almost have these two opposing forces. Because on one hand, zaken means that wisdom is something that is acquired through life experience. Yet the bracha of ata chonin la'adam da'as sounds like wisdom only comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So which one is it? Is wisdom acquired by man, either just through going through life experiences, or through his own initiatives? Or is wisdom something that is conferred and conveyed to us by HaKadosh Baruch Hu? And there's an incredible Rashi. Rashi Mesachas Avodah Zarah says the following. Skula l'mi shemashkach tamudo. Let's say a person has a problem retaining what they learned. I think a lot of us struggle with this. I'll give a shir, and then a day, I wish I could say a week later, a day or two later, I'm trying to remember, what did I say? What did I talk about? What was the idea? What was the concept? What was the kunz? Let's say a person struggles to remember that which they have learned. What should you do? Rashi says, laharich bechonin adas. A person should spend an additional amount of time focusing, cogitating, thinking about the bracha of ata chonin la'adam da'as in Shemona Esrei. That's the skula, that's the mechanism, that's the way to retain that which you have learned. And I think that Rashi is teaching us an incredibly profound lesson, which is there are two parts to the acquisition of knowledge. There's the acquisition itself. Acquiring knowledge, learning, that's something that I have to put the effort into. That's where I have to roll up my sleeves, literally roll up my sleeves, make the time, open up the sefer. And by the way, learning is not just about learning from a book. It's also about being attentive in life, looking around, seeing all the life lessons. That I have to put in the effort. No one is going to teach me the lessons of life. I have to be willing to be a student. I have to be willing to put in the effort, both in life's general lessons as well as Torah itself. You want to learn Torah? Torah's not coming to you. You have to go to Torah. Torah's waiting. Torah's ready. But at the end of the day, I have to carve out the time and I have to put in the effort to learn. So what's in the hands of HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Retention. Retention. Retaining that which I have learned, right? Holding on to it, remembering it, that's a gift from Hashem. And that's what I daven for. Ata chonin la'adam das. Hashem, give me the koach of retention. I'm going to put in the effort to learn. I'm going to put in the effort to grow. I'm going to put in the effort to expand my intellectual and spiritual horizons. I'm going to carve out the time. I'm going to roll up my sleeves, and I'm going to make it happen. HaKadosh Hu. What I really need your help with is retention. That's the pshat. That Rashi says the pshat. So therefore, you have problem retaining information you've learned. Make sure to spend extra time in ata chonin la'adam das. And to me, this is such an incredible lesson, because what Rashi is teaching us, what the Shemona Esrei is teaching us, is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't judge us based on retention. HaKadosh Baruch Hu judges us based on effort. And what an incredibly profound idea, because retention is not always up to me. Retention is not always in my power, but effort, the actual process of engaging and learning, pushing myself to learn more, pushing myself to understand more, carving out the time, creating the sacred space so that I could become a more well-rounded and holier person, that's in my control. That's what I'm judged for. That's what I'm held accountable for. Retention? that's up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And this fits into a more general motif in Yiddishkeit, which is more often than not, the Ribono Shel Olam is not necessarily looking for results, but he's looking for effort. For a very simple reason. HaKadosh Baruch Hu knows better than anyone that so many times in life I don't control the results. The one thing in life I absolutely control is my effort. How much effort am I willing to expend? How much effort am I willing to put in? How much am I willing to push myself? That's what I control. The result, the retention, that's up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So each and every day when we start Shemona Esrei, Ata Chonei La'adam Das is almost like a reciprocal promise or reciprocal request. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is requesting of me, put in the effort. Put in the effort. And I say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I stand ready to put in the effort to learn Torah, to learn life, to internalize the lessons and to grow. What I ask of you, Hashem, is for the power to retain. If I do my part in putting in the effort, HaKadosh Baruch Hu stands ready to do his part to help me with retention. Wishing everyone a wonderful day.